Good morning, guys. It's around 6 AM. It is a Sunday, and we're heading to Snowdon here in Wales to walk up Mount Snowdon. First, big walk we've ever done, you could say. So it's going to be somewhat challenging, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. So let's get going anyway, because it's going to take at least 3 hours to get there. So let's go. Alright, so we are at, we're in Bedgellet. We're going to take the Rid D path. I think that's how you say it, Rid D path. There's the start of it over there. We're just parked up having some breakfast. Got 4 Weetabix, some sugar and some almond milk. You know, start of the day right, get your Weetabix in and should give me some energy. But then we're going to take loads of food up, loads of water and everything, you know. Don't go up unprepared. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this, get our gear on, and then start walking.
Away we go. Right, let's run quick, just want to get up. And now. Oh.
It's just silent, isn't it? You just hear everything around. Perfect conditions, ain't it, for walking? And before we get to the top, it's like
That's where it said under the railway track there. Yeah. It's more like off the path now. Got an arrow pointing this way, so just be careful of your ankles on there, don't twist them. Up on there. Over there. So you gotta be careful twisting your ankle. It's up there, isn't it? Yeah. There. I got ya. That's it. That's it. Take your time. I reckon up here. Or maybe not, maybe it would have. Nah, this is alright. Yeah, try it. Try it. I don't think it was this way, was it? Just be careful. I don't think we're supposed to go through this way, I think it's further over there. I think it's further over there to us. Come on, up there. Come on, quick. Go through that second gate. We need to get back on the path. Go on then, lad. Bit windy, lad. here. Risky. Nah, you'll slip on that rock, I know you will. Well, I'm not saying you, I mean we will. Up there could be alright, I don't know.
We made it across the river. How do you feel? There it is, babe. Right, so we can see the slope. The slope, it's up there. That's the summit up there. We're I'd say it'd probably take us at least an hour to get up there. Just eating some carbs. Look at this. Just full of carb bars. The time, what now? It's 11:45. Completely silent. Right, pretty high up now. So we're probably just over an hour from the top. A little bit less than an hour from the snow, then about 20 minutes, half an hour from the snow. But we're doing good. We're, you know, plan is to get down before it gets pitch black. Then we should get to the top by around 1:30, and it should take us, you know, about half the time it took us to get up, to get back down again. Because we actually know where the path is, and obviously walking down a hill is a lot easier than walking up. You know, it takes less energy and whatever, so we're gonna do it, aren't we?
It should take us 4 hours to get up.
Yeah.
Meaning 1:30, and then
2 hours to get back.
Or 3.
Say 3 max.
In case we go off the path again, but yeah.
If we do, then we'll just go in the river and we'll float down. Okay. We'll make a raft and just float down.
I'll be calling the air ambulance.
It's the first bit of snow. We made it to the snow. Right, so we're about an hour from the top now. We're just having a 10-minute little lunch break. Got some sandwiches, we're gonna hydrate and whatever, and then just go for a really big push, aren't we? For a really big push at the top. We've just been speaking to some people, and apparently it's really windy and really cold at the top. It's like, I don't know how cold, but you know, we'll have to see. We're gonna put all our gears, our hats, gloves, scarves, everything on, and yeah, go for a big push.
Yeah. Close, I know. the snow. We're rolling. What's that?
2 minutes, it's really close.
Thank you. That's brilliant. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Quite a few photos, so check it out.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. We made it. Straight now, doing the easy bit, so we can get down before it gets too dark. There's the sun. Come on, lad. Come on, lad. Look, that literally goes down there a lot. That's going all the way over there. Actually looks a lot lighter on my camera. Maybe we should just look on my camera and see where to go. Literally. Not the most conventional way to go down, but should still do the job. What? Oh, I can't even walk straight. I don't think they send a helicopter until you, unless you're injured. Yeah, that's like ambulance, isn't it? Not the bad. The gates are shut. Even before locked. Oh.
We made it.
I feel like smacking here on the
Finally.
lost up there, nightmare. Yeah.
We made it. Bro. What was it like? What's the time now?
Get these off me.
I think it's like, I think that took like 10 hours. Wow. Strong. Alright, so it's surprising how awake I'll actually look on camera. Because I'm not very awake. Shouldn't say that when I'm driving really. Now I'm awake enough to get home. We're only like 2 miles from home now. Just topped up with petrol, just filled my tank up again. Actually got to and from Snowdon on a full tank of petrol, which is pretty good. You know, that was like 330 miles I think it was. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, so I don't think I really explained it, you know, when we just got down, but man, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but you know, we got to the top. I guess you kind of gathered that. We got to the top, and then, you know, to come down, we probably had about, I'd say about 2 hours of daylight, you know, before it got, you know, before it obviously started to get dark. And those 2 hours went pretty quick. And it was around 4:30, and then we had to kind of veer off the path and try and find our way back, you know, the way we came, I guess. We couldn't find that way that we came. It started to get darker and darker and darker, and we could not find the Ridith path, however you say it. We couldn't find it when we came up, you know, so we couldn't find it at all when we came down, and we had a bit of a nightmare actually. It was getting darker and darker and darker until it eventually got pitch black. I put my head torch on. You couldn't really see anything with that, and we was you know, it was literally horrible. It was cold, it was wet, we was walking in marshland. We had to climb over barbed wire fences. We had to, you know, jump over a river. You know, literally like had to jump over, and you know, we could have slipped in the actual river. I'm so proud of, you know, Danielle for, you know, just for doing it. You know, she was really scared. I was getting really worried at one point, because you know, you're up this mountain, you don't know the way down. It's getting later and later and later. It's pitch black, and it's like, you know, what do? You're literally trying to go down, and then you come to a wall. You can't get over it. It's all barbed wire and everything.
You're having to carry the bag and my weight.
Yeah, you know.
Over it as well.
It's like, you know, you are starting to worry, but it's just times like that where it really tests your mental strength, and you just have to be, you know, you just have to remain calm. But that was very, very hard. One of the hardest things I've ever done, I would say. Definitely a big mental, you know, takes a lot of mental strength when we was going down, just for the fact that we didn't know where we was going. It was getting dark and late, and we'd been walking already for like, what, 8 hours. So yeah, very, very scary. Oh, and we did actually call the mountain rescue, because, you know, we wasn't sure that we was going to get down. Thankfully, we just kept going from field to field, you know, and it's literally like, we're just walking through like deep water and mud at that point. We just didn't care, we just wanted to get down. But then we had to climb like over like loads of walls and barbed wire and whatever, like I already said. And then eventually we got to an end field, and we could see the road, you know, we could see where our car was parked, but it was just so far away, you know. You just kept walking and walking and walking. It didn't seem to get any closer, but yeah, we eventually got over this one wall that had barbed wire on the top, and then we found the train track. So once we found the train track, we thought, right, so we'll just follow this down to where we saw on the way up that we had to cross over to the gate. And then it was literally, once we got on that train track, it was like, oh, thank God for that, literally. That was such a relief.
I thought I was gonna have to sleep up there. I literally thought, because it was pitch black, there's no lights around anywhere because it's just mountains.
I know, but you know, we didn't have
So
any
scary.
service on our phone. My phone had died. Danielle's phone had almost died.
Wasn't even letting me call the 999 either, was it?
I know.
At some points.
But yeah, once we got onto that railway and then got back on that path, we was like, I honestly cannot believe that. But then we got back, and you know, after 10 hours, we made it through the final gate back to the road. And you know, pretty ironically, we just walked on the path, and you know, this old man and woman was like, "Well done," just like that. It's literally like the hardest thing. You know, you literally walk for like 10 hours and almost got like, well, we say almost, we did get lost up there coming back down. You know, almost like stranded, and they're just like, well done, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, right, I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm very, very tired. I've been up since like 5 AM after like 3 or 4 hours sleep. I have to get up early tomorrow because I got work at 6. So yeah, it's like, what, 11 o'clock now? Right, I'm gonna stop this video here. There, you guys enjoyed it. Hope we got some good footage. Snowdon's been a fun experience. Glad I've done it. If you haven't already done it, do it. Just don't
use the path what we did.
Yeah, just don't use the path we did. Don't do it in winter. Hopefully don't come down when it's dark. Yeah, basically just get a helicopter and just fly to the top. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.